What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this, we got a British soldier, how he broke the record for longest kill. I don't even know what the record for longest kill is, but I won't lie to you guys. Like, when I see like movies about like snipers and see them doing some crazy shots, I get truly baffled. I get truly baffled on how it's even possible. So I'm so ready to hear this story. Before we do, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and let's dive in.
I looked up and I could see two guys with a PKM belt-fed Russian machine gun, and they were hammering down on the lads. My rifle only shoots 1,500 meters, so I had to, I call it lob in. I lobbed the bullet in.
What you mean you lobbed the? How do you lob a bullet?
Can you remember the first mission you were sent on?
Yeah, I can. It was in Iraq. We were in the Maysan Desert, and the Maysan Desert is a vast place, and it's desolate. We were getting scouted by a motorbike, and every time we saw this motorbike, loads of mortars would come in. The artillery and the mortars were getting pretty damn close, and then I got the green light to take the target out. I saw he was on a motorbike. The hardest bit about the shot was heat shimmer, because if you ever see somebody walking in the desert, they look really tall, and as they come towards you, they shrink to their normal size. So he was 675 yards away. I shot, missed my first shot. Second shot I got.
That's legit over 6 football fields away. 6 football fields. Jesus.
And then I had to go up to the body to see if if he was, dead. And I remember walking up to the body. The motorbike, the throttle was stuck in the sand, and the bike was revving, had an AK strapped to it, and the guy was on the floor, and he passed away. I'd shot him here. Yeah, weird feeling. You feel like you're in trouble. You feel, I've just killed someone. I feel in trouble, and that feeling never left you. When I got back to the vehicles, we bagged and tagged the guy. He had loads of int on him. He had been following us for days and days. But people are thanking you, going, "Oh yeah, good shot," tapping your shoulders, yeah. Good shot, good mission there, Craig, well done. But you just killed someone, and it took easy a week to realise that no one's going to tap on my shoulder and go, "Can we have a quick word? You've done something wrong."
I can understand that. So I assume that was his first kill, and so you're nervous, you're worried, like you've never killed anybody before in this shot. Although this shot he got the green light. Every time this motorbike came around, his men were being pressured. You saw them bringing in their squads and everything. And so it was necessary for him to take the shot and to take the guy on this motorbike out to help his fellow soldiers to be able to execute their mission. Still, it feels like he did something wrong. Everybody tapping you, good shot, great job. But he's like, in his head, I just killed somebody. Like, I'm going to get in trouble for this. Nah, you did a good job.
Yeah, but strange feeling.
You said snipers work in pairs.
Yes, they do, yeah.
Can you explain that for me?
You have one and a number two. Now, number two is usually the best sniper, because he'll work out all your calculations, he'll work out all the wind, everything you need to know for your scope. And basically then he will tell you to put it in, and all you got to do is pull the trigger. The number one is probably the best shooter. We got to understand then that sniping is not all about shooting and killing. The first job of a sniper is to gather lifetime information of the battlefield. So I'd look for my scope, I'd see a bloke come out of his compound with a lady, and I would make up a story, say, oh, there's Limpy John with his wife, and it keeps your mind occupied. And he goes, oh, let's see what Beryl's doing, and then you go over to Beryl, oh, let's see what Bob's doing. Oh yeah, there's Bob doing the same old thing, and you get to know their routine. And it's like I said, you get to know lifetime information of the battlefield. It's quite hard really, because when you do get to take the target out, you're killing Bob. You know, and you've made a name up for him for the last 4 days. You know, but that's the sort of thing you need to mentally switch off.
So when you said you spent, was it 4 days at least in that spot?
There for 4 days to start off with, put it that way.
Jesus.
And I was in the same position. I used to cat nap through the day, roughly about 15 minutes through the day. You end up pissing. I dug a trough between my legs, and I had sores down here and inside my legs. Obviously, your piss is quite acidic as well, you know. But it gets to the point where you do need a poo, and you can't really move. You can't take your eye off the glass. You've got to keep on target. You work as a pair, so you just roll over, and he helps you, basically. We'll put a little Tupperware tub under your bum, off he goes, he'll wipe you, and then you crack on with your mission. That's how important snipering is.
I see. I honestly didn't know all that about snipering, and that truly is insane to me. Like, you cannot, 4 days, you cannot move. You keep your eye through that scope at all times, to the point where if you got a pool, you don't take your eyes out the scope. You just roll over. Your partner puts something under your butt, you poop in it, he wipe you down, and you roll right back in that spot without ever moving your eye. You're peeing on yourself the whole time. Your pee is acidic. It's effing with your legs. To keep that focus though, stay that locked in 4 days straight, bro. Mentally, that's next level. That's heck. I can sit on the couch for 4 hours straight watching TV, and I'm like, all right, I got to move. I've got to do something. I'm bored. I can't. 4 days. Nah, that's wild.
This was early on in my last tour. We had to give overwatch for the Afghan army to move into this village. Now, the Afghan army were a mixture of British soldiers helping them train. So this was just a mission to go into this village to move insurgents out. My officer was there, and he could see that in the village itself was just full of insurgents, absolutely full of them. And he warned the patrols walking into a kill zone. Now, a kill zone is where it's easy to kill you. Basically, it's a zone of land where it's open, you've got nothing to hide, or nowhere to hide, so I say, and then they can just mow you down, and that's the kill zone. And they moved into this kill zone, and they got opened up on. And I could see a flicker in the distance, and I couldn't work out what it was. Anyway, I got my scope on to the flicker, and it was an insurgent with a radio. And the flicker was the antenna. As I was looking at the lads in the vehicle, see if they were getting out, because no shots were getting fired, I could see random splashes happening, and I was wondering what they were. And I was looking everywhere that I engaged a target. I was looking, couldn't find anything. The only place I didn't look is where I saw the guy with the radio, and I looked up and I could see two guys with a PKM belt-fed Russian machine gun, and they were hammering down on the lads, and it was a long way. It was 2,475 metres away, which is just over 1.5 miles. Now my rifle only shoots 1,500 metres, so he
shot about 1,000 meter past what his rifle would shoot. His rifle shoots almost a mile. And you're telling me he stretched this shot to over 1.5 miles? That's insane. insanity.
I call it lobbing. I lobbed the bullet in. It took me 9 shots to get there because I was bracketing. And what bracketing is that you fire the first shot, see where it lands, add a bit more on, add a bit more on, add a bit more on until you hit it. And I managed to hit the compound wall. So I fired and I could see it just hit next to him. So I fired again. As I fired again, he stood up and I hit him here. He fell backwards.
Wow.
And then the second guy stood up and I fired a 3rd shot. And as I fired my 3rd shot, I moved my rifle across and I fired a 4th shot. So now I've got 2 bullets in the air at the same time.
That's crazy.
3rd one missed, 4th one hit him. And it hit him in the side. Yeah, it was 2,475 metres. And now I didn't know I broke the world record. I didn't know at all. I didn't know until my medals parade.
Do you feel proud of that?
Oh
No.
my.
Not at all. Doing my job, trying to save 12 guys. That was it.
That's what he's proud of. Don't care that I broke the world record. That's not what the shot was about. Shot was about saving my guys and helping them out. And I'm proud that I was able to do that. But to shoot that far, to lob these bullets, to shoot where you got 2 bullets in the air at the same time, man, and just the skill of these guys that serve, man, and the discipline, it's unrivaled. It's something that you can't comprehend, I feel like, unless you're in it.
Through some of the other missions you were on, are there any that stand out in your head as dangerous?
One mission, we were in Basra Palace and we got go to this place called the PJOC, and the PJOC basically is just run by 15 people. That's it. And it's next to a prison. And it used to get smashed every single night from 11 o'clock at night till 5 in the morning. It is the gates of hell. The gates of hell. And they're trying to release all these insurgents, all these other hierarchy Taliban from this prison. And it was our job to not let them do that. And it sort of gave the locals a bit of security as well, knowing that, you know, that soldiers were there protecting the prison as well. So there was no chance of escape. There was no chance of it getting liberated and overrun. We were on the roof on this occasion. You know, we was using the machine guns on both sides, because as soon as they hear a sniper shot, they all run off. So I told the machine guns to start firing, the Jimpies to start firing, and it masks our shots. And they came from north, they came from the south, they came from the east, they came from the west, they came from everywhere.
Jeez.
And we got absolutely, I'm going to say it, we got absolutely smashed. We thought we were going to get overrun. So I phoned Tanya. I get a bit upset, you know, sorry.
Wow.
I phoned her and she answered.
Wow.
And I said to her, I love you, you know. And she goes, I know.
Just making that phone call, bro. Like, I can understand him getting, like telling this and going back into that place and mindset. But I can't even begin to fathom, like, starting to believe, like, hey, like, this is it. Like, I'm going to die here. Like, getting into that mindset, I'm going to die here, so let me call my loved one and tell her I love her, because this will be my last chance. And, like, that feeling, I hope I never get to understand that feeling. Jesus, that's scary, man.
She goes, what's all that noise? And I said, that's nothing, that's nothing. I said, I'll phone you in the morning. I promise you I'll phone you in the morning. Just want to hear her voice, you know. Just want to hear her voice. And we went back on the roof and, yeah, we were in the fight.
Did you call your wife Tanya?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah. I didn't really tell her what was going on. We just had a little chat. I said I just had a little wobble, What's it called? A little wobble. Just wanted to hear your voice. That was all. You know, it's tough out here. And she goes, yeah, I'm always here for you. Like she is now.
Wow.
You know. It was like a wall got shattered. And when that wall of ice got shattered, everything that I've experienced in my tours through Bosnia, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghan, I couldn't stop it. My wife noticed it first. She noticed that there was something wrong due to my isolation, my snappiness, my depression, really, and suicidal thoughts.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie, I will cry later because a lot of memories come up, you know, a lot of thoughts. But I don't disguise it, you know. I'm a big advocate for PTSD, but I find I'm ashamed to have PTSD, and I'm the first one to admit it. It ruins your sex life, it ruins your home life, ruins your friends because no one wants to be around you because you're just miserable. You don't want to go out because you get so angry so quick. The army noticed it, and I got called into the MO's office, which is the medical officer's office. And then you sit there and they look at your medical records and they go, okay, stamp it, you're gone. From doing 20 odd years, took half an hour for me to get kicked out. My
Wow.
yeah, I'll say it. My wife, we went to America, stayed there for a bit, and my wife went back to England to see her mum, and I nearly shot myself. I took all the rounds out of the gun. I was practicing where to do it, where I would do it, and I put the bullet in, cocked it, put it in my mouth, and Betsy was sat on the back of the sofa. She's little Yorkshire Terrier. I used to run 10 miles a day, like 5 miles out, 5 miles back, and she used to run with me. She's 15 now, and her head tilted, then tilted the other way, and I just stared at her. Yeah, I sold it, got rid of it. Saved my life. I wouldn't be here now, either sat talking to you guys or on this planet, if it wasn't for my wife and my dog. No fucking way. I would have checked out. Yeah. It's hard.
That's horrifying, bro. Like, that literally gave me just kind of chills, like, listening to that story. Gave me, like, yes, goosebumps, dude. Like, you just, these guys, man, and with these men and women, they go and they serve. And they sacrifice time away from their loved ones. They sacrifice so much in order to defend their country. And we never truly understand what they go through, unless you're in it or unless you just deeply study it. We can say, like, yeah, they don't come back the same, but we don't truly get it. And that's also why I always show respect to the loved ones of those who serve, because they're going through it too, because either their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister has come back and is not the same, and they're having to help them through. And like he said, like, you get so angry and you get so snappy, and you just, like, at a moment's notice, and like, as a family member, a loved one, seeing one of your loved ones go through that, like, that's something that you go through with them. And that's just, I can't imagine the pain. I can't even begin to fathom everything that he had experienced while serving, everything that he had seen, all the situations he's been in, for it to change his brain the way that it had, for him to be to the point of wanting to shoot himself, wanting to take his own life, because living was just, the memories and everything was just too painful. It's scary. It's honestly scary. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about the video. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up, and check out the next one. I'll see y'all next time.